What's up, degenerates? Right, lads. 4 for tomorrow. Definitely some interesting runners. Nice prices. And they might even make up a nice lucky 15 or a Yankee for someone if they wanted to. Definitely some interesting 11 to 2, 6 to 1, 13 to 2, and 4 to 1. So, it could be interesting. And I have a couple for the service tomorrow. I'm really looking forward to a horse in Fairy House. And possibly one in Newbury. Just want to dig a little deeper. I have notes on a good few. And yeah, we're about to take off. Trust me, I know it's been a little bit quiet the last couple of weeks, but we're about now. The tracker for the flat is about to start hopping. Right, so tomorrow, lads, the 132 in Musselburgh, Bullet Force. Ross Ryan takes the ride here. This is a 13 to 2 shot. We'll go a pint each way on Bullet Force. Carol Burke absolutely flying, and I expect a big run from this horse. He is a course winner over 7. He's up to a mile, should be no issue, and definitely a horse that we don't know. He's unexposed and want to give him a chance. Then in the 244 at Haydock, I think there's a couple of good horses in this race, but I really like the distance, the 2 mile 2 on a sharpish track for Isolate. I think he has plenty of gears. I think he'll travel well. Now the stable isn't on fire by any means, but they did have another winner or two lately. I think they've had a couple of horses run well. The Glancing Queen won and things like that. So Isolate at 11 to 2. We'll go a pint win on Isolate, because I think the trip, the track, everything is right for him. He's got a nice weight, and there is a good horse in here, the grey horse, but the ground could be quick enough here, and I just think might suit Isolate the best. And then in the 314 at Musselburgh, Sir Rummi, 6 to 1. I thought he bumped into one first time out, probably raced too handy on a fast pace, and then tired late on, but he got ran down by a horse that, well, he got well ran down, well beaten by a horse that was race fit coming off the jumps. So we'll just give him a chance that tomorrow at 6 to 1 he could be interesting. A pint each way. Sir Rummi, Ross Ryan for Richard Hannon, and I marked him down the last day as unlucky to bump into such a ready horse. And then in the 355 Saleymm, we tipped him up to win the Lincoln, just beat on the line, and or not just beat the line, he made all and travelled very, very well for a long way, but he just weakened out of it late. That was good to soft ground. It was his first run after wind up, and I just hope James Doyle can buckle him up a bit. Now Rogue Bear looks the obvious danger, but I watched back the race in Doncaster, and Rogue Bear is definitely well handicapped, definitely will win a big race. But I thought Saleymm held him everywhere well until he got tired late, and he still held second from him. So I think if James Doyle can anchor Saleymm, I think he'll win. I think he's just a very good horse, but he needs to anchor him. If he jumps out and he's in front, it'd be a long way home for us. So let's hope he can do that. Pint win Saleymm. So there's the 4 for tomorrow, lads. Could make up a nice little lucky 15 as well. 11 to 2, 6 to 1, and 13 to 2, and 4 to 1. So yeah, very, very best of luck. All right, Saturday, big day. Irish Grand National on Monday. I'll be giving out my selection for that, and I have a fancy for a horse, and he'll be an unorthodox winner, but I get the feeling I might be onto something. Obviously, he's just not your proper national horse, but I have good reasons to why I fancy him. So tune in tomorrow evening. He's a big price. Should be around the 16 to 1 shot. Haven't checked, to be honest, but he should be around the 16 to 1 shot. And yeah, although not your national type, might be able to run a massive race. Right, hope you're all well. And quick word on the Masters last week. We had our selection, Will Zalatoris, getting placed as well. We had Justin Thomas as well, both finishing in the top 10, so got a few quid back off them bets. I will be looking at the Open now, closer we get to it, so really looking forward to that. And then there's a big fight coming up, Tyson Fury and Dylan White. I will touch on that, lads. I'm going to make a video on that fight in the next day or so, because I am going to be having a bet on it. I must admit though, for the first time in a long time with Tyson Fury, and I've been following him for a long time, I see. Normally, I had an angle into how the fight would end. With this one, I think Fury wins, I think no problem he beats him, but I just can't. How does he beat him? You know what I mean? Does he blast him? Does he outbox him? Look, let's just see what happens. Dylan White's a great all around fighter, but he's facing a monmouth task in taking on a man that's coming off the back of the performances he's coming off against the former world champion and Deontay Wilder. Right, we'll look at that a bit closer to the time. We will have a bet on it, be a bit of fun, and because I bet on probably 5 or 6 boxing fights throughout the year, so I may cover the ones I'm having a bet on, and we'll enjoy them. Right, lads, that's the 4 for tomorrow, and really looking forward to one in Fairyhouse on the service. Let's hope this progressive horse gets the win.